Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Mohegan Sun Casino, right outside Mohegan Sun Arena, as we get set for the official weigh-ins for tomorrow night's Bellator MMA presented by Miller Lite. We'll have the fighters on the scale here in just a couple of moments, a couple of particulars. Tomorrow night here at the Mohegan Sun Arena, the doors will open at 6 o'clock. First fights inside the Bellator cage, 7 p.m. That's Eastern time, of course. Those fights, as always, seen live on Spike.com. And then, just like every Friday night, a part of Friday Night Lights Out, the main action, the main card begins 9 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock Central, as Bellator MMA, presented by Miller Lite, goes live on Spike. Tickets are still available if you don't have them. The box office here at Mohegan Sun Arena or Ticketmaster.com for those folks that are joining us on the live stream. And for those that have tickets tomorrow night, here's a quick heads up for you. We've got two fighters that'll be from 6:30 till 8:30 inside on the concourse for ticket holders, a meet and greet, autograph session, light heavyweight champion Liam McGeary and Mr. Kimbo Slice. Both fighters here tomorrow night, available for ticket holders for autographs, meet and greet, 6:30 till 8:30 tomorrow night on the concourse. Again, get your tickets and you'll meet the two fighters tomorrow night. My name is Mike Williams. Behind me, the two lovely ladies from Bellator MMA, Mercedes Terrell and Summer Daniels. In just a moment, we'll welcome the fighters to the scale. On the stage as well, joining us, VP of Talent Relations, the matchmaker for Bellator MMA, Mr. Rich Chow. And supervising today's weigh-ins and tomorrow night's action will be the Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation supervisors, Mr. Mike Murtha and Mr. Mike Mazzulli. On tomorrow night's fight card, we'll kick it off with the dynamic fighter from London, England, MVP Michael Venom Page. Will feature the fighter from Waterford, Connecticut, the very popular Irish Brennan Ward. And then 5-minute rounds for the Bellator middleweight world title. It's Halsey versus Carvalho. With that, let's bring the fighters to the scale. To do that, we'll welcome one half of the broadcast team live on Spike. If you would please welcome Mr. Jimmy Smith.
We're going to start out with our preliminary fights. We start in the light heavyweight division, 205 pounds. Kevin Haley versus Mike Zekeli. First to the scale, fighting out of Rollinsford, New Hampshire. Please welcome Mike Zekeli. Record of 7-3 as a pro, 6 wins by knockout, 1 by submission. And I get a shirt. How awesome is that? I'm wearing that.
Nice.
.205 on the dot for Mike Zekeli.
Good luck, brother.
And his opponent, fighting out of Worcester, Massachusetts, please welcome Kevin Haley. Record of 3-3, 1 win by knockout, 1 by submission. .205 and a half for Kevin Haley. Right up there, man. Right under that. They'll be kicking it off for us at light heavyweight. Kevin Haley versus Mike Zekeli. Give it up for him. Next up, the welterweights, 171 pounds. Ilya Katau versus Cameron Lachinov. First to the scale, fighting out of Danbury, Connecticut. Please welcome Ilya Katau. Undefeated at 1-0. That one win by submission. He stands 6'2". $171 on the dot for Ilya Katau. Right over there on the blue, brother. And his opponent, fighting out of Springfield, Massachusetts, please welcome Kemron Lachinov. A record of 1-1. That one win by knockout.
Coming in on Friday. Okay. Yeah.
$169 3/4 for Kemron Lachinov. Let's get up for him in the welterweight division. Ilya Katau versus Kemron Lachinov. We move down the scale to the lightweight division, 156 pounds. Sam Watford versus T.J. Hepburn. First to the scale, fighting out of Ledyard, Connecticut. Please welcome T.J. Hepburn. Record of 4-1, one win by knockout, 2 by submission. $156 on the dot for T.J. Hepburn. And his opponent, fighting out of Mount Vernon, New York, please welcome Sam Watford. Making his pro debut, he stands 5'10", 24 years old.
And there it goes.
Out, Tarpon. $156 on the dot for Sam Watford. Our third fight of the night, the lightweights, T.J. Hepburn versus Sam Watford. Moving Moving up the scale to the welterweight division, 171 pounds, Matt Secor versus Jeremy Holloway. First to the scale, fighting out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Please welcome Jeremy Holloway. Undefeated at 7-0, 3 wins by knockout, 2 by submission. $170 3/4 for Jeremy Holloway. And his opponent, fighting out of South Glen Falls, New York, please welcome Matt Secor. A record of 6-2 as a pro, 5 wins by submission. $170 3/4 for Matt Secor. The welterweights give it up for Matt Secor versus Jeremy Holloway. Moving down to the featherweight division, 145 pounds, Matt Bissett versus Kevin Roddy. First to the scale, fighting out of Bricktown, New Jersey. Please welcome Kevin Roddy. Record of 15-15, 12 wins by submission. $145.5 for Kevin Roddy.
Good to see you, bud.
No worries this time.
You know it.
I'm so
Want to get through nothing? You look good. Let's go.
Me too. Let's do this.
Please welcome his opponent, fighting out of Hartford, Connecticut, Matt Bissett. Record of 15-7, 4 wins by knockout, 4 by submission. Feel him. Go ahead, touch him. Touch him, dude. 146 on the dot for Matt Bissett.
Huh? Take that back. Yeah, thanks. Hey, Matt.
Oh, yeah. I've been working out, bro. Where to go do this? I would choke you out and lay you on that scale and everybody see how fat you are. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do, bro.
Let's give it up for the featherweights, Matt Bissett versus Kevin Roddy. It's gonna be a great one. On to the bantamweights, 136 pounds, Kin Moy versus Walter Smith Cotito. First to the scale, fighting out of Hooksett, New Hampshire. Please welcome Walter Smith Cotito. Record of 3-3 as a pro, 1 win by knockout, 1 by submission. 134 3/4 for Walter Smith Cotito. And his opponent fighting out of Cambridge, Massachusetts. Please welcome Kin Moy. Record of 7-2, 2 knockouts, 4 submissions. He comes out in his underwear. That's saving time, people. Everybody should remember that. Thank you.
136.
136 on the dot for Kin Moy. Bantamweights are always fun. Kin Moy versus Walter Smith Cotito. The next fight, a catchweight, 165 pounds. Keenan Raymond versus Damian Trites. First to the scale, fighting out of Springfield, Massachusetts. Please welcome Damian Trites. Record of 6-6. All of his wins finishes. 1 knockout, 5 submissions. $164 3/4 for Damian Trites. And his opponent fighting out of Providence, Rhode Island. Please welcome Keenan Raymond. A record of 2-1, 1 win by submission. $164 for Keenan Raymond. A catchweight, 165, Keenan Raymond versus Damian Trites. Give it up for him. Next up, the flyweights, 126 pounds. Billy Giovanella versus Brandon Polker. First to the scale, fighting out of Saratoga Springs, New York. Please welcome Brandon Polker. 1-0, that 1 win by submission. $129 3/4 for Brandon Polker. And his opponent fighting out of Bellingham, Massachusetts. Please welcome Billy Giovanella.
I know, they just agree with it. I know, sorry. They had
129 3/4 for Billy Giovanella. Let's give it up for the flyweights, Billy Giovanella versus Brandon Polker. And And our final preliminary fight, a catchweight, 150 pounds, Pete Rogers versus Marius Enche. Please welcome first, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Marius Enche. $150 3/4 for Marius Enche.
I will. You're good. You're good.
See where your opponent's at right first.
And his opponent, fighting out of Norwich, Connecticut, please welcome Pete Rogers. Record of 2-2, both of those wins by knockout.
That's a good thing.
149 for Pete Rogers. Well, let's give it up for our final preliminary fight. Don't miss it on Spike.com. Pete Rogers versus Marius Enche.
Hey guys, I need next week.
Moving on to the televised portion of our show. Of course, check us out on Spike. We start out in the welterweight division, 170 pounds. Charlie Ontiveros versus Michael Venom Page. First to the scale, fighting out of Cleveland, Texas. Please welcome Charlie Ontiveros. A record of 6-3, 1 win by knockout, 2 by submission. $169.25 for Charlie Ontiveros. Charlie, when you were first offered this fight, you said you weren't sure, and then you read a passage that made you want to take it. Tell me what that was. Tell the crowd what that was.
I want to say it was Matthew 5:14 through 16. A city on a hill is never hidden, and you don't light a lamp and put it under a bowl. You put it on a lamp stage so everyone can see. So, you know, this is my biggest stage, so I plan on shining my light for everybody to see. This is God's glory.
Here, my man. And please welcome his opponent all the way from London, England, Michael Venom Page. Undefeated at 8-0, 5 wins by knockout, 2 by submission. He stands 6'3".
171.
171 on the dot for Michael Venom Page. For you, Michael, it's not just about winning, it's about having fun, it's about entertaining. What can these fans here expect tomorrow night when you kick off the televised portion of our show?
If you've seen me before, you should know. All I have to say is the one and only MVP is back.
Let's give it up for him. The welterweights, do not miss the start of this card. Michael Venom Page versus Charlie Ontiveros. Give it up for him. Next up, the featherweight division, 145 pounds. Isayo Kobayashi versus Goichi Yamauchi, first to the scale, all the way from Yokohama, Japan. Please welcome Isayo Kobayashi. A very experienced, a record of 18-2-4, 8 wins by knockout, 2 by submission.
Nice job.
145 on the dot for Isayo Kobayashi. My question for you, you told us when we were talking about this fight, representing Japan, representing Japanese MMA to the American fans. What does that mean to the fans here who might not have seen that before?
代表して今回試合に出るっていうことを言ってたと思うんですけども、ぜひみんなのファンの前でどういう意味か説明してください。
明日は、日本の魂を、試合で見せたいと思います。どうぞお楽しみに。
I want to show Japanese spirit tomorrow, so please watch my fight.
They'll be watching. Here you go, man. And his opponent, fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, please welcome Goichi Yamauchi. A record of 18-2, 1 win by knockout, 14 by submission, only 22 years old. $145 3/4 for Goichi Yamauchi. Goichi, you're only 22 years old, but you consider yourself one of the best at 145 pounds in Bellator. How do you show the fans tomorrow night that you deserve that title shot, that you belong among the elite?
For sure, I belong for the best fighters in the world. I'm 22, but I'm the best fighters in the world. My focus is just in the South, but tomorrow night we prove that I will the next fighter contender. Can't wait the best Goichi Yamauchi tomorrow night.
And the best of these guys is damn good. Let's give it up for them. Both guys, 18 wins. Goichi Yamauchi versus Isayo Kobayashi. Good luck, man. Another fight in the welterweight division, 171 pounds. Dennis Olson versus Brennan Ward, first to the scale, fighting out of Lowell, Massachusetts. Please welcome Dennis Olson. A record of 14-9, 1 knockout, 9 wins by submission. 170.5 for Dennis Olson. Dennis, very tough fighter, very big crowd, big venue, but you told us you're excited about this opportunity, about this fight tomorrow night against Brennan Ward. Tell me why.
The last fight I had here, you know, was a big opportunity, same type of deal. Big name guy, crowd favorite. I'm the underdog. I thrive in that position, man. This is a sport where you got to work hard to do well, and you work harder when you're up against tougher competition. I talk a lot to get myself hyped. This is going to be a great fight. I'm calling it fight of the night all day long. Me and Brendan are both going to step to the center of that cage and bang out. It's going to be a good one to watch. Don't miss it.
And his opponent, fighting out of Waterford, Connecticut, please welcome Brennan Ward. A record of 11-3, 7 knockouts, 3 submissions. $170.75 for Irish Brennan Ward. You heard what Dennis said. He expects you to meet in the center of the cage, throw down, it's going to be fight of the night. Is that how it goes?
Listen. I don't talk a lot to get myself hyped up. You know what hypes me up? Looking at all the knockouts that I've had in the past. Me and Dennis are going to bang out, that's for sure. We're going to bang out.
Let's give it up for the local boys. Dennis Olson versus Brennan Ward, ladies and gentlemen.
You're a good actor, bro. You're a good actor. I hope you fight is good
for that. Way to help, Summer.
Seriously, God. What do they pay you for? Oh, my God.
On to our main event of the evening, Middleweight World Championship, 185 pounds. Rafael Carvalho, the challenger, taking on the champion, Brandon Halsey. First to the scale, fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil. Please welcome Rafael Carvalho. $184 on the dot for Rafael Carvalho.
Have a drink first, man.
Rafael, my question for you is, you've made your career on your finishing ability, your ability to knock guys out, to not let them off the hook. What does that mean for Brandon Halsey tomorrow night?
Você teve uma carreira meteórica dentro do Bellator. O que você espera para a luta de amanhã com Brandon Halsey?
Espero uma luta disputada aí, de 5 rounds aí. Quem tiver mais preparado vai vencer.
He say he's very prepared for the fight. He's weight to 5 rounds to tough fight.
Ready for a war.
Yeah, right here.
And please welcome, fighting out of Huntington Beach, California, Brandon the Bull Halsey. Undefeated at 9-0, 2 wins by knockout, 4 by submission.
Yeah, that would feel great.
185 on the dot for Brandon Halsey.
How you doing, bud?
You heard what Rafael Carvalho just said. He said he's prepared for a war. Is that what it's going to be tomorrow night?
You know, Jimmy, I'm just going to do my talking in the cage tomorrow.
2 assassins for the Middleweight World Championship, 185 pounds. Rafael Carvalho versus Brandon Halsey. Thanks to everyone at the Mohegan Sun. You guys are always a great crowd. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here at the official weigh-ins. Hey, don't forget, ticket holders, tomorrow night, a meet and greet autograph session with Kimbo Slice inside the Mohegan Sun Arena and light heavyweight champion Liam McGeary. Tickets available right over here, box office or Ticketmaster.com. Tomorrow, doors open at 6 o'clock. Fights begin at 7 p.m. Seen live on Spike.com. Main card begins live on Spike, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll see you tomorrow night here at Mohegan Sun for Bellator MMA, presented by Miller Lite, live on Spike.